Hey there guys, and welcome to another Factorio Reddit Weekly. I'm Xterminator, and welcome back. Thank you for joining me. As always, we're looking at the top posts for the past week. I am a day late, I apologize. I just did not have the energy or time yesterday to do it with everything else I was doing. But we are here, maybe we'll catch some other good posts. So, starting here, we have a not safe for work. I've already seen this, and it's not safe for life, is what this is. Curse base. I don't know why this person would do this. They're a horrible person. I don't know if this pains you as much as it pains me to watch. This is, oh my lord. It depicts violence or criminal activity. Fighters are right. The factory needs to be destroyed, and once the sands blow over its ruins, may it finally be forgotten to all time. Why do you hurt yourself and those around you? Is this better? Oh my god. Looks pretty normal. Oh, this is so awful. Why? This is horrible. Upgradable buffered intersection. I can't watch 4 minutes of this, but I'm interested to see this built. Nice use of blueprints here. 4-lane, 4-way, 4-train. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. 43 trains a minute. Not bad. And it's just continually upgradable. I question... I don't know. This junction looks pretty wacky. I'm not saying it doesn't work. It's just real complicated. Trying to fit exactly 2 straight pieces. This is really impressive. Oh my lord. This is nuts. Sir, this is Factorio, not City Skylines. Buffered 4-way, 131 trains a minute. And to think that upgraded from just like 2 lines, that's really impressive. And this just shows it working, basically. I think for the remainder of the video. It does, but this is... Wow. I'm saving this. This is so cool. Too many hours spent sorting out traffic jams and skylines. I have to look at one more damn roundabout, I'm done. Any sufficiently advanced rail network is indistinguishable from magic. Basic rails are still magic to me. I know the feeling. I am never using belts again. What is this, like teleportation things? Thrower inserters. Player launching. What the heck? Can we get logistic artillery network next, please? Why drive a train all the way to an outpost to drop off a repair pack when you can just fire it at 1 kilometers a second? Integrity of package contents not guaranteed at delivery. So basically, this is just like normal package delivery. And you can research to reduce the breakage. That's super. That's actually a really cool idea. Transport stuff with artillery. So here's a mod. Renee transportation. I'm tempted to spotlight this just for the heck of it. Throw insert. I feel like I have to spotlight this. It's just so funny. Glitch. New way for trains to kill you. Robots are able to place rail signals on water from a ghost, and then when I landfill to fill the space, a fraction of water tiles left under the rail signal walking into the signal water causes an instant death. I see the hole right there. Our seating. Show me your mods list because you can't build rail signal ghosts on water. Also, the base game does not run any logic on walking that would ever kill you, so whatever is causing that is 100% a mod you're using. Our seating. Knowing his stuff, he's like, nah, dude, this is not our game. You screwed up by using a certain mod. I wonder what kind of mod. Maybe something like water fill or some such. I don't know. Oh wait, was that the list of mods from the person? Okay. I mean, that's a lot of mods. It's definitely one of those. Holy moly. Playing it loose with the definition of modular rail or modular rail grid. Oh, did we look at this or did I look at this? This is super cool. I really like this, how they've just kind of conformed to the landscape instead of just like landfilling out a huge square to do it on. This is, I think, actually much more cool than a. I shouldn't say much more cool. Uh, it's better in its own way. In obviously not as cool in other ways as a normal grid base, but I'm a big fan of this. Trying, I see posts like this makes me want to play until I sit down and realize I have no clue how the F to do all that. Same. It starts small, one train moving iron ore to a smelter block, then add another one for copper, another for X, then Y, then you're 250 hours in, and there are dozens of train hauling every damn thing all over the place, gradually. Yeah, gradually, of course. Hyper compact, 30 science per minute toy factory, 80 by 83 tiles. Really proud of this. For 30 science a minute of every single type, including what looks like space science, this is super impressive. Can I not? I can't zoom in on this. And I assume it's going to make it real blurry. Oh, yeah. Okay. Need high resolution? Yes. Blueprint. I want to see it now. Is this a higher resolution? Is this a picture? Oh, there we go. Oh, man. This is really cool, man. Only 2 assemblers of each of these, but they got some modules in them, which is good. No use of beacons, which kind of makes sense just for the compactness. Beacons take up a lot of room. Although it would be interesting to see if the extra speed and stuff from beacons would make up for the room they take. I don't think so, though. This is really impressive. Now all you need to do is place 333 of those to get 10k science per minute base. It's that easy. Speaking of which, there's a post. I don't know if it's going to make it in the top here. There's a base I toured a while ago that was like a 10k science per minute base, and the creator of that just did a 20,000 science per minute base at 60 UPS using a similar strategy of tons of little manufacturing bases of science. I'm going to tour that at some point here very soon, and I'm really excited to look at it because I think that is kind of the future of super high science per minute bases, is to actually just do a bunch of smaller X science per minute bases. Factorio train yard operations, uncoupling, sorting, coupling of cargo wagons. Again, can't watch the whole 3.5 minutes just for, video time's sake. But kind of get the gist of it here. Train uncouples itself, super cool. This one comes up and couples that and pulls this away. Using the coupling, we did this a while ago, quite a while ago with Colonel Will and stuff. We had a lot of issues. Maybe the mod works better now. And I think this just uncoupled right here. This is really cool. I wish this was a native feature in the game, but I can see why that would be very difficult. My most impressive train system I've ever seen. Made a factory grow for all eternity. Yes. So my list. Automatic coupling system. Yep. Simple circuit trains. Train supply manager. Multiple unit train control. This is so much information, but really cool. I love it. That's it. Time to delete the save. Don't know. I've had this happen before. It is so frustrating. Make a fancy looking artillery outpost right there to mask it. That's a brilliant idea. This is why I always build out to new areas without ever trying to meet in the middle. I would tear down one side or the other to fix that. I spent dozens of hours over time repositioning poles because I didn't realize I was off by one square when placing them. Oh my gosh. Oh, it was a misclick somewhere. See, that's what happens to me. It's a misclick that I either don't notice or don't care about at the time, and then it ends up like that. Assembly machine 3 is smaller in detail view. Oh, it is. Oh, dear. Devs, we have a problem. Note the assembler 3 has a bit sticking up. The sprites are sized so their overall size fits in the box, not so that their footprints are the same. This approach will generically work even with buildings that are very tall, such as power poles or whatever random stuff modders add. It's further away. Okay, fair point. If you select the assembly machines that are on a different frame of animation, it could be the other way around. Interesting. They are working on a new assembly machine, Sprite, which I'm super excited to have them unveil. Because I think this is like by far the most outdated, not great graphic in the game. So I'm really glad they're working on that. Compilitron humanoid version from Hybor. This looks terrifying. Looking hella thick. Really is. Okay. Okay, this is uh always great art by Hybor though. Walking turret. Dude, I would love this in the game. Can you imagine if you just had your turrets that would get up and walk? I feel like was there something like that in StarCraft, or maybe it was another RTS I played where where you could like tell the turrets to move and they'd like walk. I need this now. Yes. Assault gun turret or walking gun turret. I got this idea as soon as I noticed the support beams, gun turrets look like a walking robot legs, and quickly did a sketch and made this work. Man, this is so cool. Everyone ganks until the turrets start walking. Bring turret on train car and have them run around an area to patrol would be dope. That'd be really cool. I just realized how graphically unappealing this game is to most people. My mother, 45, never played a game before. Randomly asked me if I need money to get a better PC. I asked why she would think that, considering she's not a tech-savvy person. She said, because all I see you play is this ugly-looking game, I thought maybe your PC can't run anything else. I started then showing her my base and how cool and convoluted this game actually is, but after 5 minutes I realized she was gone and was talking to myself. Anyway, I'm thinking of disowning her. Personally, I think the graphics are beautiful. The artwork's fantastic, just not presented in a first-person 3D view. I mean, all the models are 3D objects, just pre-rendered sprites. What you should have told your mom is, yes, I do need money to upgrade this outdated PC. Your UPS will thank you as you build bigger and bigger bases. This. Reminds me of Total Annihilation, a full 3D RTS when StarCraft was struggling with selecting more than 12 units in a fully sprite-based game. Blizzard's programmers were in our damn hacks. Yeah, it's a particular art style, and like any style, it's not for everyone. That is fine. It's also kind of balancing act on your hardware. Personally, I'd rather have a simple art style that reads well and has relatively low technical overhead. You'll never see a Factorio scale based in Satisfactory, for example. Yeah, so that's the thing, right? Like, exactly. Satisfactory, absolutely, absolutely beautiful game. Fantastic graphics. Looks way better, in my opinion, than Factorio. But at least currently, you will never ever be able to build a base of the same scale and Satisfactory as you can in Factorio, without your like before your computer dies. There's just no way, and that's okay. It's a balancing act. Personally, I'm pretty big on graphics. Like, I like games that have appealing graphics. Factorio somehow actually doesn't put me off. I mean, in terms of, I will personally say I don't think the graphics are very good. And that's not like an insult. That's just how the game is. They're not supposed to be like super fancy and bright and shiny, because that's not what Factorio is. It's you're hacking together stuff. You were stranded on a planet. It's dusty and dirty, and you're just working with scraps. So like the art style fits perfectly with what the game is, and that's good. And honestly, I think once you get used to it, it's not that bad. Like, when I first started playing, I was pretty put off by them, and now, of course, they have improved the graphics a lot. But now they've grown on me. I don't really mind at all. Yeah, they're uninviting, but that kind of ties in with the game. Literally what I just said. Perfect. Yeah, so that's just like what the game, like, they're not supposed to look super polished, brand new off the, out of the factory, shiny, How I learned to stop worrying and love fluid wagons. This is way too many tanks for my liking. Oh my lord. Oh, this is really neat. See how it's emptying the fluid wagon of, let's watch that again, of water, and then refilling the same thing with steam. Fluid tanker wagons are amazing. I love it. Do you have a big field of turbines everywhere? Do you not? Yeah, I do attach them to heat exchangers, typically. I'm very new to this game, but I started a new save today and managed to automate red and green science from scratch. It's far from perfect, but I'm pretty damn proud of it, and I figured I might as well share it here. That's a pretty nice looking setup right there. I like some somewhat symmetry here. Little I like how they've done this like kind of segregated like own enclosed inserter and belt section here. Same with gears. This is actually a really interesting building method. Like, kind of spaghetti, but not really. Like, it's certainly not a bus. I mean, it's kind of a bus. It's like a spaghetti bus-ish, but organized. This is actually really cool. I mean, yeah, it's way more organized than my first base. Yeah, you can chain labs. You can have inserters taking packs from one to the next. That's really cool. Unplugged icon mod. Heresy. Yeah, I don't know. Can I get a when turret's empty? Turret is angry. That's like perfect. Demonstration of a normal distribution. That's basically a Galton board. The resulting distribution is a binomial distribution, not a normal distribution. However, with a large enough number of bins, the outgoing belts, it approximates a normal distribution fairly well. You have to make sure that no belts back up to splitters, though, as that destroys the distribution. Indeed. Friday facts. Oh, here we go. Taste the rainbow. 2.7k science per minute. Ooh, this is so satisfying to look at. Reminds me of candy. Reminds me of Skittles. But really nice to look at. Nice. I don't know. What is this? Is this a... I think it's a 12 beacon setup. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, 12 beacon setup. Very good. Someone who really enjoys building purely belt-based mega bases. That's far prettier than anything I've ever built. Yeah, that's really nice looking. Props to them. Friday hacks. Closest call I've ever had. Not sure how I survived this one. Wait, what? Oh! How did he survive that? I wish there were speed controls on this. Okay, can I just, like, go real quick? Okay, so he's on the track. I don't even know, man. I would have died. How close the train got, excuse me, recording quality isn't great. I mean, yeah, that's, like, insane. How I learned to stop monkeying around near the tracks. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've had stuff like that happen before. Oh, here is the post I was referring to with the base. 20,000 science per minute hybrid modular base, vanilla. 60 UPS, by the way. This is insane. I'm gonna do a tour of this. I don't know why it's not loading. Yeah, I'm gonna do a tour of this. Basically, they have a ton of sections, all doing 187 science per minute to equal 60 UPS, 20,000 science per minute. I'm gonna do a tour of this base soon. Super impressive, unbelievable. In vanilla, they did use like the editor and creative mode to build the base and like create resource patches, but they're not using mods like Factorio Plus, Extended, or like Bob's or anything. Like all the buildings and stuff are vanilla. And honestly, I don't really consider it that cheaty to use like the map editor or cheat mode to build the base, because in my mind, the real challenge comes from keeping the base supplied, even if you have infinite patches, which they basically do. But even if you do, keeping it supplied, like keeping the trains actually running properly and stuff, and then also making designs that work without issues, especially with such a UPS efficient base. That's where the impressive part for me comes in and the real challenge, and none of that is voided by using like cheat modes to build the base, because like the resources used to build the base is going to be so minimal to what you're actually consuming with the 20 science per minute. So I consider this still pretty much completely legitimate. And it's just way faster to build the base. You're not spending tons of hours just like grinding out modules when, that's not really, in my mind, not really the point. The real point is coming up with designs that, can make it run so efficiently and make it run without bottlenecks and continuously. So here you go. Like for example, like steady production graph, 50 hours of 20 a minute. Like this is what's impressive, is that you're able to build a base that actually works this way, regardless of infinite resources or not. There's so many things that can go wrong and little hitches with trains and builds and stuff, that if you can get this working, that's what I consider to be an accomplishment. Especially at like 60 UPS. That's insane. So I really, really look forward to doing this, touring this. Holy, why haven't I been playing this for years? After hearing about this game about 4 times in 3 days, I figured the universe wanted me to give it a go. I'm just rebuilding my base in the campaign, like seriously not even into this thing for real yet, and I am hooked. What a fantastic game, what fun, what planning and mind trickery that it employs. I am blown away by the sheer number of simplicity and yet insane difficulty of this game already. I cannot wait to have a few hundred hours in it, but I had to find this subreddit and just say hello because I am hooked for life. Can't wait to see what lies ahead. Gotta get my belts running. Same difficulty. Should we tell them about Bob's Angels yet or Pinodin? Yeah, let's not. Glad they're enjoying it. Deadlock, literally. Oh yeah, this has happened so many times to me. This is watch your intersections with these chain signals, ensure the entire path we want to take is clear before we go. Unfortunately, that doesn't help when I'm manually driving everywhere like a maniac. Heat pipe throughput, and a bonus note on parallel fluid pipes. I can't read this. Is there a synopsis? I mean, I could read it. It's going to take forever, though. Placing more heat pipes in parallel could extend the distance. Oh, yeah. So if you like make a thicker heat pipe line, it can extend the distance, basically, at which the heat can go. Pretty cool. Recycling a PreMega base. Oh, boy. These poor bots. I mean, I've done similar stuff like this before. If you're like tearing up your PreMega base and building the mega base, bring on a city block, 2k science per minute, then start over and do it differently. Nice. Test a normal distribution distribution with 100 lanes. Wow. What would that? Is this like a reverse bell curve? I don't know. I'm really bad at graphs. So that's why copper isn't reaching my factory. Curious, does anyone know how to make this bimodal distribution rather than a binodal one? This is over my head already. But this is so cool how this, I mean, that's really neat to see what it turns out like. Anyway, I think that's going to do it, guys. Make sure ads, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I think that's it. Really good stuff. Super excited about touring that base. Some great fan art. Getting a little weird on some good mega base stuff. This horrible creation. Anyway, I think that's going to do it, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully next week won't be so late. I apologize. But, stuff is happening in life. And, yeah, leave your thoughts and stuff below. I do always enjoy reading them. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.